Are you there?
Hi.
Hi, Jennifer.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Congratulations, Mayor Nenshi.
Thanks, Jennifer.
I wanted to just say that as my first year of a homeowner, taxes are all of a sudden very important to me.
Sure.
And I just wanted to know if you had ever considered other ways of raising funds to cover those taxes, such as Calgary Lottery or something like that.
My favorite question, Jennifer. How much time have we got
You better get
to
used
go?
to it.
I actually emailed you this one.
So congratulations on your new home, first of all.
Thank you.
So let me say two things. Number one is that there's an enormous amount of transparency over property taxes, and we talk about them all the time, and I think that's a good thing, that we should really be very, very open about the property taxes that we pay. But I always have to point out that the property taxes you pay are about 8 cents of every tax dollar you pay. 92 cents goes to the federal and provincial governments. And you know, everybody can usually tell me, I always try this when I'm in big groups, who knows how much their property tax was last year within $100? And most people can tell me. And then I say, who knows how much federal tax they paid within $3,000? No one ever knows, right? And so, while I welcome the transparency, I remind people to keep it a little bit in context as well. You know, the increase that we spent 7 days debating will be about $6 a month on an average home. And if your salary goes up $1,000 this year, you'll pay a heck of a lot more than that in taxes to the province and the feds. The reason, though, Jennifer, that this is my favorite topic is because I think the property tax is a lousy way to fund cities. I think it's unfair. I think it's regressive. And unfortunately, under current law, it's all we've got. So our job when we make our budget is to balance off property taxes on one hand and user fees on the other. How much of Calgary Transit should be paid by property taxes? How much by the fares you pay? How much of rec centers should be paid for by property taxes? How much by how much you pay when you go swimming? And so that's the balancing act that we're forever working on. What we need is the ability from other levels of government to really be able to be more thoughtful about tying the taxation source to the actual benefit used. So for example, we get some money from the gas tax, but it's funneled through the provincial and federal governments. We can't lobby a gas tax. Imagine if we could lobby a gas tax and then remove everything from the property tax, so actual drivers are the ones paying for the roads instead of everybody, even whether you drive or not. So there are a lot of options out there, and the one thing I'm really excited about is our new premier has shown herself to be very, very willing to have the conversation about how to fund cities, and boy, I'm looking forward to having that conversation.